Hello, it's me again for this other video for this week. For the opening and closing VHS tape of one of the classic Alfred Hitchcock films ever made in the 1940s as one of Alfred Hitchcock's favorite movies that he ever directed. In the 1943's Shadow of the Doubt, starring Teresa Wright and Joseph Cotten. This is one of Alfred Hitchcock's favorite films. It was made in 1943. I think it's in 1942. And it was made for Universal Studios in 1943. This film co-stars with Donald Carey, Henry Travis. You might know him from It's a Wonderful Life as Clarence the Angel, and Ewan Curran plays the Henry Travis's neighbor. The same Ewan Curran was married to Jessica Tandy in the 1940s. Shadow of the Doubt is one of the great Hitchcock films ever made. Yep, it says that's one of his favorite films. My father says this film is about when Joseph Cotten as Uncle Charlie is making a land by the federal law when he killed some ladies for money, a Mary Whittle strangler. So that's why he hides out in Santa Rosa, California, to be with the young Charlie. Yep, that was played by Teresa Wright. The Charlie's family. That's why Joseph Cotten as Uncle Charlie. A notable scene in the movie everybody remembers when Joseph Cotten tries to kill Teresa Wright and he falls off the train at the ending of the film. Shadow of the Doubt is a great movie. It was based on a book by Sally Benson, the one who wrote the book of Meet Me in St. Louis with Judy Garland and Margaret O'Brien. That comes much later in the very near future. And this VHS tape release of Shadow of the Doubt is a mid-1988 release from MCA Home Video, and it's part of the Alfred Hitchcock's VHS collection. And this is the sticker label background in pink. This is just like with Road to Utopia and Sorrowful Jones. Also for American Tail, Harry and the Hendersons, and Hit the Ice, and Edith Wood Dragnet. Yep, and on this tape, it's a Tape Master in color. At the end of this tape has a preview of 5 Alfred Hitchcock films told by Jimmy Stewart. They have some Hitchcock films in that trailer for Vertigo, Trouble with Harry, Rope, The Man Who Knew Too Much, and his favorite movie, Rear Window. Yep. Those are the 5 already released Hitchcock films. Came out back in the mid-1980s. Originally, Shadow of the Doubt was on VHS in the black and white Tape Master for the trailer of some 5 Hitchcock films. And this copy has it in color, just like they did with with Bob and Sorrowful Jones for the trailer of The Paleface in black and white. They made it in color. So without further ado, here's the opening and closing VHS tape of Shadow of the Doubt from 1943, and it's a mid-1988 VHS release.
This is Jimmy Stewart, and I want to tell you about a very special event. The return of 5 Hitchcock pictures unseen for more than a decade. 5 films from Hitch's private collection. Vertigo. Kim Novak is my co-star in this haunting tale of a detective obsessed by a woman from the past. When were you born? Where? When? Tell me. Martin, tell me. For a lot of people, Vertigo is the ultimate Hitchcock thriller. Nothing will ever hold you like Alfred Hitchcock's rope. Farley Granger and John Dahl are engaged in a cold-blooded experiment in murder. Where's David, son? I don't know. What? Brandon knows. Does he? Doesn't he? I know. Oh, come now. I don't. Mouse, cat, and mouse. Which is the cat and which is the mouse? Enough of it. And I may be the cause of their twisted crime. I told you we'd find out. Oh, no. No, you have to have it here. And I was done for it. Honest, no. You made me do it, and I hate you. I hate both of you. And then there was all that trouble with Harry. Those feet belong to Harry, the corpse who won't stay buried.
What seems to be the trouble, Captain?
Well, what you might call an unavoidable accident. He's dead.
Yes.
Now, who said that death couldn't be funny?
That's where frogs belong.
This wicked comedy stars John Forsythe, Ed McGuinn, and Shirley MacLaine in her first film role.
Might be fair. I have a very short fuse.
And finally, my own favorite, Rear Window. I play a wheelchair-bound journalist observing life across the courtyard. My girlfriend is the enchanting Grace Kelly.
Where's that wonderful music coming from?
I'm some songwriter over there in the studio apartment. I've seen it through that window. I've seen bickering and family quarrels and mysterious trips at night, knives and saws and ropes. And now since last evening, not a sign of the wife. All right, now you tell me where she is.
Let's go down and find out what's buried in the garden. Or not.
Meet me in the bar at the Albert Hotel. Do it right away. A business meeting.
enjoy watching the opening and closing of the 1943's Alfred Hitchcock's Shadow of the Doubt. Did you know Joseph Cotton did other films like he did with Orson Welles? Such films like Magnificent Anderson, Citizen Kane, and The Third Man. Teresa Wright was great in The Best Years of Our Lives, Fire the Yankees, and The Little Foxes. You don't want to miss adding Shadow of the Doubt to your DVD collection or VHS collection. And you know, Shadow of the Doubt was reissued on VHS in 1990 from MCA Universal Home Video. Then it was reissued again during the mid-90s from Alfred Hitchcock Collection. Then it was reissued again in 1999. It was out the same time when it was on DVD. Gotta be early 2000s. Yep. And this is the third Hitchcock movie that we show in one of those YouTube videos. Just like I showed you Psycho and Rebecca. So I guess that wraps it up for this video, opening and closing of the Shadow of the Doubt. In the meantime, this is Dave Leslie saying, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time for more of the opening and closing of the VHS tapes. Till then, stay safe and dress warmly for the Halloween.